here with another Sheek builds, or in this case, Sheek's build. I don't know if we'll finish the whole thing today, if we'll just do part of it, resume maybe another day, or if we'll just do it all in one go, and even if it takes hours upon hours. Yeah, if you saw my unboxing video, this is my dad. You might have seen him, might not have, but you might have heard him. So he decided we wanted to build Lego kits. This is what he got for Christmas. This is what I got for Christmas. And I also got a lighting kit for it, which is not on screen right now. And I might also do a separate video for that, depending on how long this takes and all that. So I guess we'll go ahead and get to work. He already started to open up his. Mine, I have not, but it's just, standard Legos, just pop it open. And this thing is supposed to be 13 inches tall when it's done. Wonder if it's going to be at all articulate or if it's going to be something that's just more like a statue. Okay, and there's some stickers.
Old guy does not like to try to open things, tear it open by hand. I'll use them.
Looks like the grassy base is like the only thing that isn't in the bag. It looks like.
Alright.
Oh wow, there's just so many bags. Okay, let's see. Okay.
I guess that's the front.
I guess this is a. Oh, this is a vine. That's what that is. This is a part of a vine. It looks like, and this is a honest to goodness book. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a little quote on the back. To us were left the wonders of creation: beasts of air, water, earth, and steel. And it shows a feather, and it has it in 3 different languages.
And here's the time machine.
Oh wow! And then it shows on the back. It shows the license plate when it came off.
Now here's a sticker. The flux capacitor.
The door for it. Right.
Well, it's the screen for it, but it'll have tubes inside. But this is something you put over the outside.
Oh, so this is the. Alright, so I guess this is the designer for it, and it looks like there's a little bit about the background of the machines. It says, let's see, up here in the, let's see. Pretty much it just talks a little bit about, it talks about the Tallnecks a little bit, obviously. It talks a little bit about Aloy. A very good game, and I definitely recommend it. Okay, so for the base, which is like the first thing it says to build in this, it takes bags 1, 2, and 3, and then for the Tallneck, it takes 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's just go ahead and get just the first 3 bags.
And on this, open this one up, and it has a little bit of movie trivia stuff like that.
And there we go. One has the remover tool, so that makes sense. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so first 3 bags. I have a feeling I'm also going to need this green base right here, so we'll see about that. Okay.
Well, here's the diagram of Mr. Fusion.
In the Lego style?
No.
Oh, okay.
Blueprint. And here's the blueprint of the flux capacitor.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Alright, so bag 1. Open that up. It starts off with Aloy and her spirit. Yes.
Take a look at that. That's what the flux capacitor is going to look like. Put the sticker over there.
Huh. Does it actually have a light that's included with it?
Yes, it does.
Oh, well, that's nice.
So, let's start off with bag 1.
Normally I would go, like, when I do my normal Sheek builds things, usually it's from the other view. But since this isn't that, I guess this is going to be building it, and you see what you see. And I'm not going to necessarily go step by step, because obviously the step by step is in the booklet. And I would say fairly straightforward. This is, I guess, just to build and talk and build and all that. And I don't know. Yeah, I'll have it face towards it. That's just going to make it too complicated if I try doing that.
Yeah, and as you can see, you can build all 3 movie versions.
Now that is cool.
All right. Stickers. Put this off to the side for right now.
Let's see. Her head's in this bag.
Oh.
The only downside is I cannot see at all what the camera sees, and I will admit that makes me a little anxious. And then she has 2 different faces. Both are somewhat relatively neutral because she never seems.
I'll go take a look. See.
Okay, you can take a look. See.
So won't be some. Actually, it looks great.
Okay, well that's good. Okay, so we got Aloy put together, and her red hair. Well, in this it looks a little like an orangish brown, but
Alright.
but I guess that's what natural red hair kind of looks like anyway.
Okay, put that right there.
Let's see. And then open up this bag. I'm supposed to get the stuff out to Marty. Tool. Are you sure this is all? Oh, okay, yeah, no, I didn't dump out all this.
Well, I gotta admit I'm getting old.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Yes, he has reading glasses now.
Don't have bifocals. I don't want to admit that to you yet.
You just did.
I know.
Remember, this is live.
I know. I'm joking. Top brown.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see. That's Marty's here.
Here's the blue.
Another little bag.
There's the gray. Not Gandalf the gray, just the gray. Oh no, oops, wrong piece. So it's one of the flowery looking pieces, so I guess it has.
Okay.
Got working on a spear currently.
Okay, there's Doc Brown's hair.
Spear tip. Where's the spear tip? Is that a gun? Well, that's would be guns on. Because I wonder what's going to be on this kit. Okay. Got
that.
And now her spear is done. So I guess now, was the full front of the table visible, or is it?
It was. You could see everything pretty much right to about here.
In that case, I guess I'll set.
I need to make sure on that. I can.
It's not
well,
that
way I
important.
can. Yeah, you can see that. You can see pretty much.
Okay, in that case, I'll put a little further out so I don't knock her over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's an experiment. I don't think people are going to mind. Because you're not in your normal place and.
Yeah, out of my element. Not exactly out of my element. I feel like you're probably out of your element a little bit more than I am.
A little bit, but I'm getting a little more comfortable about it.
And it's also because you're not hearing your voice right now. You're just hearing how it sounds normally.
Well, even when I heard it, I've sang in church before, so I've heard it.
In recordings?
Yeah, and spoken through a microphone. Well, here's Marty McFly and Doc Brown. And you can flip Doc Brown's head around, and then we'll have the shades.
Oh, shades. Oh, but we're going, we don't need Rhodes shades?
Yep, here. I'll flip it around. There's here that one.
Mm-hmm. Show the camera.
And there's the shades. Do a little comparison here.
I'm building the Watcher right now.
Yeah, I got the Playmobil version of this. Yeah, I kind of wanted the Legos too.
Well, I will admit the Lego one is probably more detailed, even though it doesn't have all the lights.
Yeah, there's Doc Brown there.
Oh yeah, that's way different.
Way different. And Marty right here. And it also comes with a hoverboard, and actually in the Playmobil one, you also get Einstein.
This one doesn't come with Einstein?
I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Let's see if it shows it on the box. Nope, it only comes with a hoverboard, a banana, different license plate for the future one, and the box for the plutonium. That's it. Okay, get those two out of the way. They're not Legos, so. Alright.
What's wrong? It's this piece. Okay.
I'll make sure I got the right one. I count the pegs.
Yep, for sure. Seems kind of a bit odd. It's not quite sitting right. Let's see. Yeah.
All right. So it looks like it's one on each side.
That's weird. It says to put it together like this.
And
Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I have it facing the wrong way. There we go.
Sometimes it's a
Okay,
little
that's fine.
confusing.
Yeah, for sure. Lego kits can sometimes. At least this isn't the nano bricks. Those things are smaller, and the instructions are also smaller. It's sometimes really hard to tell what they want you to do.
Exactly. When I built the Ford Mustang Pro version Lego, bad thing it made does.
Oh, and it has alternate colors. You can sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead.
You can use a blue piece, a yellow piece, or a red piece, depending on what status you want the watcher in. Because the blue would be for like, oh, everything's normal. Yellow is if they're somewhat like what something's going on, and then red is if they're aware of you and they are on, well, they're on the offensive at that point.
You couldn't count the pegs in that one because the blue that they used in there to try to match the blue of the blocks was very hard to see.
Very dark.
Yeah, it was very dark, but the way they did it, they didn't have a white color like they do on the black, so you can differentiate and see how many pegs are there. That's the other thing, trying to find them.
I wonder what music we could get away with playing in the background.
It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, like if it's anything current, they might be like. Do you think 101.1 would count? Like, considering that's classical, and it's usually most of that music probably already public domain for the most part.
Or I could put on some Richard Diamond and stuff like that.
Isn't that also public domain?
Oh, it came out in the 40s.
Should be.
But again, who knows with YouTube?
I mean, it's possible for live it might not matter as much, but they might care a bit more if it's like actually like as a published video later on. So this is what the watcher looks like so far. I don't believe it's supposed to be the newer one. Even though it is Forbidden West, it looks like it's not one of the ones that looks more like a meerkat. It's something different. Okay, so we got two of these. That was a piece I found earlier. Two of these. Looks like these are supposed to be like the part of the legs. And then the little things I said look like guns. Then you just stick what would be the handle of the little handgun into the side right here, and you pretty much have a completed watcher. It looks like it's mostly complete. Let's see if there's any. Yeah, it looks like it's complete. Yep, so that's the Lego watcher. I guess I don't know, maybe set it in front of her because it doesn't know she's there. The next thing to build is the base, so things will hopefully be getting a little bit more interesting. So far, it doesn't say to use any of the other bags yet, so it looks like so far it's still bag 1. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and then a 4. Okay, and then a 6. And then a 4 red. And then a 1x6. And then a 1x8. And then a 1x4.
2, 4.
And then 3 the taller blocks like this. Like that, pretty much. And then 2 more of the light tan colored ones, 1x6. And then 3 orange blocks.
Okay, that makes 8. Okay.
Then another 2 of these. And then 2 of these. And 3 red. And these little triangles. And then another 2 of these up
Hey,
top.
when that happens.
Then 3 more of these. And if it isn't kind of obvious, just based on how this is gonna be end up flat like this, and the grass pieces are probably gonna be built on top of there. Okay, next page. It's a 2 orange blocks.
Okay. 1,
Then blue, blue, and then arch. And then 2 more orange squares. Oh dear, and that arch popped off. Then 2 of these with 4 of these little 1x1 squares. Put that right here. And these.
Just like that. Okay. Now flip it upside down. Get 4 of these little things. Like that.
Okay, so
4 of these to get 1.
the little bit narrower triangles, like the small narrow ones. And then the let's see, it doesn't look, the not so tall ones, like this.
3. Need 1 more. It's a problem when you got a bunch of Legos out here. They all start looking the same.
Well, that's another reason why you only open the bags that they say to use at that time, so so it saves on time.
Now there it is. Boom. Turn around and look away from it, and then you'll find it.
Then 2 more of the small triangle angled ones. They go on the end.
That. And
then 1. Let's see, 1 by. Do that is a 1x10 goes up here.
now flip this around again.
Help secure everything together.
So that's
And then take 2 of the 2x1s and put them on the ends up top.
okay. 4 of those. 4 of these little guys right here. 2, 3.
And then the longer ones, 2 of these.
4. Okay, so that's gonna go like that.
And then a gray 6x1. And then a 1x4.
And these
And
guys
then
move
one by-
faster than me.
And also, I don't know how if it's picking you up well. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. And also, any of you that are watching, if anyone's even watching, because I cannot tell, based on the positioning of the camera, the phone and all that, I cannot see if anyone's commenting. So if anyone's commenting or said hi, I apologize for not acknowledging because I cannot see that right now. So I'll see it, I guess, after the fact, ex post facto, or whatever the Latin is for that. But yeah. So now we take this. It's pretty much the whole thing. It's just to make it more rounded. And what's that?
That means the mail just came.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
so that, I think that's Ring or whatever. That's what they use for stuff, and it sends notifications on, which is pretty cool. Okay, so now this next thing, it says to make 2 of them. So it's funny. It's the first step is just to grab one of these. So I guess I'll grab 2, put them down, and obviously you can't see what these are because the booklet's in the way. But I guess there's those 2, and then take one of these, another one of these, and then let's see, 1 and 2. So 2 more of these. And let's go ahead and put them together. What's funny is, and then the next step where it says to grab these and things, it says to grab another one of these. I don't know why it doesn't say just to grab 2 of them to begin with and just say to assemble them and all that. But
oh, it's this day and age of porch pirates. Don't leave nothing out there.
And have it to where the pegs are facing outward.
Let's see.
Excuse me. Yeah, we went to a burger place for lunch called Grump's. It's very good. I don't know how widespread they are, but it is so delicious. And so much so that I burped a little bit of bacon from the bacon cheeseburger I had. Yeah, maybe a little disgusting, possibly, but it was definitely very, very delicious.
Well, as long as it tastes good the second time.
I suppose so.
Better than it tasting horrible the second time.
I suppose, for sure.
Okay.
Okay, so we got that. So we got both of these done, and then we put one of these. Where is it? Put an archway, or an arch. So now it looks like this, and then what is it? Then we put one of these right here. And then 2 more of these. And then we take 2 1x4s and a flat 1x4 to make I guess a standard height block. And then that's done. Okay, so I suppose it says when it says 2, it means for both of them. So same thing for this one.
Yeah.
I was usually, if this was a pre-done or a pre-made video, not live, I would just skip to the part where the second one is done, but obviously this is in real time, so it's not really practical. And as you might be able to see, most of bag 1 is mostly used up at this point, so pretty soon I'm going to have to go ahead and open up another bag.
Let's see. 2.
All right, and then we take both of these and we just stick them right here on, and without them coming apart, hopefully, but you just tab that in, tab that in, and there we have more of a rounded base, and there we got that done. And I have a feeling we're going to be doing pretty much the same thing over again for the other side. Okay, so let's set that off right there. And okay, so we take one of these. I guess we don't need another bag quite yet. Let's probably make that again. Or close to, it's probably make that, but a little shorter, it looks like, based on the picture. So take one of these. Well, it's a 1x8, a 1x4, a 1x6, a red 1x4, and then a another 1x6, another 1x8, and another 1x4. Flip the page, and then more of these white ones. 2 and 3, and then 2 of the 1x6s. Then get 3 of the orange ones. Well, if I want to be very specific, I guess it'd be orange 2x1x3, but it's a standard block is 3 blocks high, although there's some that are non-standard, like this one, which is I do believe like 5 tall. Anyway, another 2 1x6s. Then take these right there, like that. And then 3 red 1x4s. Alright. Then 2 of these tall triangular ones.
These times 2.
And 3 more of these. Wait a minute. Skipped a step. Well, I was about to skip a step. 2 of the 1x6s. And I put them wrong there. There. And then 3 of these.
That. And
alrighty then. And now 2 more orange ones. Another
that.
2 blue.
Okay.
Flip the page. Another arch. And then 2 of the orange ones. And then similar to before, we're going to do 1 of each on each side. And then 2 1x1s on each.
Missed a couple. Missed one. Almost.
Okay.
Put this on here.
Okay, so we take 2 of the shorter triangles, put them right there, and right here, and then here, and here, here,
Alright, so that's gonna go
here,
like that.
and then 1 of the 1x10s,
This is gonna go here.
and then 2
Like that.
1x2s.
Okay.
I told him yesterday that he should maybe look into starting his own channel. Like I said, all he needs is his phone, and I mean, maybe yeah, he kind of needs a stand too. But I mean, basically, all he needs is a phone, stand, and a video editing app, and that's all he really needs. And maybe not even that. He could just do live stuff if he wants to, if he doesn't care about necessarily getting any followers. Just putting content out there, just to put stuff. That's honestly how I started out. Just put stuff out there because I wanted to share what I love doing with the world, so to speak, or with everyone that was interested in seeing it. And then, oh yeah, before I start jabbering and forget what I'm doing and mess something up, take one of the white ones and take white four, well, with the side pieces, and then 1x6, 1x4.
Some of the stuff that I do, there's a lot of channels for anyways. I do.
Well,
models.
same as what I do.
know.
What I do, there's a lot out there.
I like building models. Legos are kind of.
Well, model kits. Think about that. Like you could build models on camera. Now, granted, if you want people to see what you're doing, you would definitely need to maybe show a bit more, or make sure you're practicing in front of a camera. But as with me, it took me a while to get.
Probably have a camera mounted like this, so I can see.
Oh yes, top view. Actually, that's actually something that they say is really good. Like you'd have to have something to go over you though.
I know.
Anyway, so you take these two pieces, you just put them together, and hopefully not fly apart, and then we have the base done.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Okay. Well, the base of the base done at least. Okay, bag 2 plus this green base. Onto bag 2. So it looks
That's
like
where it was at.
What?
This piece was stuck in there like that, and I thought it was a piece that was supposed to be like that.
Oh, wow.
Just no wonder I couldn't find that piece. Okay.
Got some extra pieces. Just gonna set, I guess, those off to the side so I don't get confused by them.
Yeah, and then I usually put them in the bag, and I got a whole big bag full of those.
So bag 2. All right.
Get those little pieces this time.
All right, so we take the base of the base from the previous steps, or from bag 1, set those off, set this off right here, okay, and then the green, and then 2, let's see, 1x3 dark one, and a 1x3 dark one of the opposite side. So sort of like that. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're going to, oh wait, step 1. Okay, I missed step 1. Okay, so we take 2x2,
Excuse me.
and put it on one end. I don't think it really matters since they seem to be kind of mirrored. You place it right there, and then we take this, make sure it's centered, just press that down onto there, and that should make this more structurally sound as well. And we take these and put them like that. All right, now we have another green. This one is a 5x4. This goes right next to here, right there. And another 5x4, which was on the other side, but this one's gray. I think it's supposed to be more like part of ruins rather than grown up, well, just grass and stuff. So flip the page. Let's see, so this is, takes a 3x3 green, a 3x3 gray. Nope, wrong side. Wrong side again. Okay, one of these. That's tan, and then a dark green of the opposite. And then one of these, which is same either way, because it's more squared, so it doesn't matter which side you use it on. And then a dark green of the same type. Okay. And what's cool is it shows a little red outline around the pieces for the base where you're putting it on to show which pieces are being put on there, because it's such a big plane of green. So we take this right here, place the green right next to it, then the darker green around it. So the darker green is forming a border around the lighter green, it looks like. And then a little bit of darker gray or a lighter tan around the gray. All right. And then, let's see, now we get these as big 6x8, right, right here. Oops. And then another 3x3 right here, and then a 3x3 gray.
That.
If you want to take turns talking, or if you want to talk about stuff, feel free to talk about
Oh,
stuff.
I will. It's just I'm concentrating.
You don't have to. Don't by no means feel like you have to talk if you don't
No,
want
I
to
don't.
talk. Because I don't want this to be potentially stressful. I just want it to be something.
It's not fun. Okay, I guess it goes like that. Sometimes these things are, you think, okay, you're like, is this the way it's supposed to go? Because the way they got the angle and stuff. But I guess this is the way it goes.
Let's see, got this, this. This looks like okay. Looks like I got everything on there. I wasn't collecting things, but yeah, I got everything on there from that step. Turn the page. Okay, so now we get one of these and one of these, and I actually grabbed what I need right away, and then place them on the other side just to finish what looks like kind of dirt. So we almost got the base completely covered. So we just have the black glossy rim, which on the bottom you can see is all different colors. I think the only reason why they used all those different colors underneath is to make differentiating the different pieces that you're using a little easier, so that because those colors aren't really going to be showing, so it doesn't really matter. All right. So
I don't even know what I'm working on because it doesn't show it, and it doesn't. It just shows the car.
Well, it's because the car. It's like you're only assembling one thing, whereas with mine, it's like different. Like there's the base, there's the figures, there's the actual Tallneck.
Well, and some of them, when I did the cars and stuff, it'll show.
Well, yeah, show what. Yeah, that's interesting. It doesn't really show the.
It's not showing what you're working on.
Yeah, what section? Huh. Well,
Usually
it shows whatever that bag will make.
You know, well, no, that one ain't gonna make that whole thing.
Well, no, I know, obviously. What I'm saying is, like, it'll say, like, okay, pretty much the bag needed to make that one part of said thing.
Yeah. Just...
Okay, so we start off with, let's see, where is it?
Yeah, usually it'll have, you're making part of the chassis.
Yes.
But this case, I don't know. Probably is the chassis.
Here it is. Okay, so gray block. One of
two of
these, and this is going to be building a little bit of boulders from the looks of it. And then 3, take this one, this one.
2 these flat. Yep, and
all right, then you place this assembled rock or boulder right there.
All right.
Then you take the other one that I held up earlier and place. Wait a minute. I did mess up just a little bit. Okay, it's not supposed to just go on the side of the gray. Yeah, I must have flipped this thing around without paying attention. But yeah, it makes more sense as now it's with the gray right there.
And do this again. This. And
Dark.
this. So I'll do it like that.
Then take a small one, and then you have this, and then this nestles inside, giving the effect of, I guess, maybe a boulder or a rock, or maybe just some rubble from a old building, and then this might be to simulate some moss on there, some dark green.
Right. Those two. These again.
And take a gray piece.
And 2 of these.
And this looks like it's a base for something, or maybe it's just supposed to be like, I don't know, a torn up bit of just ancient debris.
2 of these.
And then take these right there.
Okay, so
And then one of these with a hole in top, 1 by 1 green circle. Right there. And we take another one of these squarish ones. Another dark green with just 1 hole on top. And then one of these. So it might be supposed to be like a twig or something. I'm not sure. We'll see. I suppose, or definitely something.
Yeah, white on white, red on red.
It'll help you. I think the reason why they do that is like what I said
Mhm.
earlier, to help differentiate, like to know where placement of things.
Yep. Alright. 6 of those. One of these.
Okay. Definitely gonna be some slow spots, probably. Just diagonally from that. Maybe I should move the. Let's see, move this around a little bit more. So I have the instructions right in front of me, Legos next to me, and what I'm working on in front of me. So maybe you can see a little bit better.
Yeah, I'll probably do that the next bag. I don't want to take a chance of knocking something over. Okay, 6.
Then make sure I didn't cover it up.
4, 6.
There it is. And diagonal. Now this would also benefit a little bit more from a top-down view as well. But even I don't have anything like that yet. Nor do I really do a lot of modeling where it would seem appropriate necessarily.
Okay, 2, yeah. So 1, 2. And then skip 1. So that's gone.
Now 2 1x2 dark green and 1 gray triangle. This will go right edge of the green where it meets the gray. Then right here and right there. Definitely giving it a little more of a texture. I suppose with some of this, depending on where the feet of the Tallneck need to go on this base, I'm pretty sure if you wanted to, you could adjust it just ever so slightly to make it a little more unique to you and the way you want it, rather than exactly the way the designer intended for this set.
2.
Here we are. But it is really quiet though. Only thing you might hear is like pretty much just the fish tank in the background.
And the refrigerator.
Yes, and the refrigerator. I think these could be for the base of the Tallneck's feet, maybe. To help anchor it in. But we'll see. Place that right there. Dark green square right here. It's definitely. Oh, do you think if the radio is broadcast to where everyone can hear it that's in range, I don't think it would really matter. Well, if it's only live stream, if it's not live stream though, once it's published, it could be a copyright issue.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know much about that.
Yeah, that would definitely be something to look up in the future, because I'm sure for live stream it probably doesn't really matter, but if it's for a produced video that's then submitted and all that, that could be potentially be an issue, but I really don't know.
Got around, make sure it looks right. Yep. Alrighty. We need 8.
I think it goes right there. Yep, and then one of these.
3 of these. 3.
I mean, I suppose worst case scenario, they just pull down the video we were to do that.
Yeah.
Or it can just it either be potentially risk having a video deleted from YouTube because it's removed at copyright holder's request, or potentially just leave a very pretty dull video of just with very little in the regards of, well, other than just background noise.
Well, we're talking, so.
A little mumbling, a little bit of murmuring about what we're doing. Yeah, one thing's for sure, keeping up a long dialogue on something like this, like that's one reason why for the most of the Sheek build things I've done, it's just really small things because you can keep dialogue up for a shorter time than you can for a long time. So take one dark gray, 2x4 green, 1x4 flat or 2x4 flat green, 2x2 flat green, and 2 1x1 dark green. All right, so take this one, place a dark green right there. Then you set it, looks like right here. Then put the other dark green right there. And then place this right there. Yeah, if there only ends up being 4 of these post things right here, I'm pretty sure that's going to be for the Tallneck's feet. That is my guess on that. And then layer on the glossy paper. One. Place that right there. And we take one 2x4 green, one 2x2 green flat, and then one of these square or round or cut off squares, I guess. 2x2.
Uh-oh.
What? Uh-oh. Let me
It's the whole page.
Oh no, you're gonna have to backtrack?
No.
Okay, that's the thing about certain Lego sets. If you miss a couple steps, it's like, okay, if it wasn't building on what was already supposed to be there, it's not as much of a problem. If it's just something placed somewhere else. But in some cases, it can be problematic. All right. Oh, so I'm going to need 2 rounded 1x2s.
4 of these. 1, 2, 3.
And then another one of the cut off squares.
4 of these.
And then one of these lighter green 2x2, but instead of complete flat top, just has one in the center.
Okay.
And then 2x1 dark green with a
So
spot peg in the center. All right. So this goes right there. This goes right here. And that goes staggered right there. This goes right there. This right there. Then we take 3 of the rounded 1x1s and we place them on here, on here, and oops, right down here. And we take, looks like I'm getting really close to needing the next bag, which means that we'll be done with the base, probably, no, wait, 3, yeah, 3 is the last one for the base, but once we're done with that bag, then we're gonna, yeah. But we're getting close, we're definitely getting close to being done with the base. Take this. Whoop. Where'd that go?
There we go.
I dropped a piece. It was inevitable. And oh, there it is. It somehow bounced all the way over there.
Yeah, they always go further than you really know. Yeah,
at least with the carpet, they might not bounce as far, but you don't necessarily hear them fall.
Well, let's put it this way. When that Mustang came apart on me,
A Lego or model?
Lego. Remember that other night I was trying to get it out.
Oh, Mustang. Not. I assume P-51 Mustang because airplanes. Not Mustang the car.
Yeah, that Mustang Lego Mustang the car, 67 I think it was.
That's what happens when you live with an airplane nut. When they say something that sounds like an airplane, because he is, I guess, an abbreviation would be just calling it a Mustang, but it's a P-51 Mustang, a World War II era prop airplane. Which now saying that makes me sound like an airplane nut, which I guess I am to an extent, but nowhere near as I am when it comes to Transformers. That's for sure. All right, so you take a 2x2 green. 2x4 green.
Right, that makes more sense now.
And then 2 of these angle ones, opposites.
I'm almost done with bag 1.
And then place this on here. Now we got all the original bottom part of the base covered. Now just to start, I guess, finish putting the foliage or the, not all of it, because this is like trees and stuff, and maybe stoplight. This goes right here. This goes right over here. One by one. Dark green goes diagonal across from that. Then this goes, skip a space, goes over there. And now, yep, I'm pretty sure these are where the feet go because there's only one left and there's 4 of them. So put a green one right there. I feel like anyone watching at this point is someone that, if they've been watching so far from the very beginning, are very diehard fans, which I don't know how many of those I have, if any, or very close family, or just there might be just people that go in for a little bit and then get bored, leave, and then someone else might come back. Who knows? I suppose if anyone jumped in, if it isn't obvious, if you can't tell based off of what's up in the front of the table, I'm building a Tallneck set, and he is building the DeLorean from Back to the Future. All right. Okay, back to the building. Okay, so put this right here. If I was here for longer, like if I was going to be here for like a month or two, I probably would be like, all right, we'll do, like, for example, maybe for the first video, do just the base, nothing else. And then the next week, do maybe just the legs, like break it up so it's not as long. But since I'm only here for a relatively short time, I'm just going to, I don't know, see how far we get before we're like, okay, we're tired, we need to stop. Or something like that. I'm going to personally go as long as I can, I think.
My youngest boy, Eli, built this already. I know what this is.
I just realized something. This is the one Lego kit that I don't think it's my brother that got me this specifically, but it's one that I'm building that he hasn't already bought. He got me speaking of which, I have an Optimus Prime Lego kit that I'm definitely looking forward to building. But yeah, he bought that for himself, and he also bought it for me. It's like, oh great. So, I mean, I'm definitely very appreciative that he got it for me, but it's also like, oh, I'm not the only one with it in the family, I guess. All right. Not that it's super important, but when we were kids, especially when we were kids, like we never liked each other having the same toy. We always wanted to have something different from the other one because it's like, what? Like I don't know. It's maybe a little petty, but that's the way kids are. All right. Okay, so now we're on to bag 3 and the vine. All right, so let's go ahead and get this opened up.
Okay, looks like that's going to go.
The only potential hazard of having us both working on these right next to each other is if our pieces somehow get mixed up.
Well, but yours is pretty different.
Well, until I get to the Tallneck. It might be a little bit different on the Tallneck, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, so need, looks like, nope, not clear, just a gray 1x1 circle with a little peg on top. Not standing peg, but like for I'm assuming for this thing later on. Okay, so this one goes right on top of the, right there. We got 4 little, I guess, shrub bush things, kind of twiggy, not really like full-on bushes. Stick right there.
You're already on bag 3 and I'm still on bag 1.
Hey, but your bag 1 might have more pieces than my bag 1.
All right, let's see.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
2 spaghetti.
And then 3 what looks like little flowers, and then 3 leaves, and then the flowers go on the leaves.
2. There's 5, 5, and 2 leaves. All right.
And these, oh, and then these go on the ends of these. Okay. I see now. At least on the ends of this one, anyway. So these aren't bushes exactly. They're more like flowers, like little flower bunches. And this is, can't remember the different plants and stuff, but this is, I'm not sure which plant this would be, but obviously it's a flower. And then this, I think it's a swampy, stocky type plant. Anyway, I need to use 5 of these.
Okay, so flip this thing upside down. What are these on? I know what this is. 4.
5 of those, and then 5. Oh, cattails. They're obviously cattails. So they have these cones on top.
This little lever right here that goes back and forth. This is so you can put the wheels in flight mode.
Oh.
At the end of the first movie. Aren't you going to back up? We need 88 to get up to 88 miles an hour. We don't have enough road. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
I think it's first like roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
But anyways.
All right. 5 1x1 circles.
Okay, I guess we're sticking to this. Here, so I've got 2 of these.
Just go ahead and put these on.
Bet you these things are going to get removed.
What do you mean? They're going to get...
Because these right now are preventing it from moving.
Huh.
So in other words, when you hook it up, it'll be right for you to flip it this way and that way. These are going to get moved.
Possibly, because there are some Lego kits or even Mega Blocks. I don't know if Lego does it as much, but where you have temporary blocks are colored completely different, like very garish usually, and very different colored from the kit that you're building. And you then put what's it called? You put them, you put them in place until the supports all are needed, at which point they're removed. And now we're getting the cattails in place.
That's where that was. So
I mean, they might not be cattails, but I'm almost certain they're cattails, although they are a little fat near the base of the stems, or stalks in that case. Okay, got those installed. Now this base is starting to look a little more lively. And then I do believe what I'm about to build is supposed to be, a tree. The base of a tree.
Okay, so
2 of these. This trunk of a tree. There we are. That's the word I was looking for. I was looking for trunk. Let's put that in. And then.
oh, okay.
There we are. Plug that in right there. And take one of these.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm getting a little ahead. What? Just go like that, and then put this on there like that.
So take
that. Oh, I'm getting close to being done with bag 1. So this is the bottom chassis going this way. The wheels are going to be like this. Alright. So that's 2 gears, 2 of these, and 2 of these. Okay. So this is going to go
I see.
this.
That's up.
That's going to go like that. Oh. Okay. Look at it next time, boy. Well, guess it doesn't matter. They're both like that. Both sides are like that. Okay.
Slide this on.
Better.
Slide
Alright.
that on.
This is going to
This is, I find it interesting that they're pretty much having me do a very similar thing again, but they're having it ordered a little bit different, or, well, done in a slightly different way.
there. Gearing mechanisms are on.
For the rotating of the...
Yeah, probably the wheels.
Mm-hmm.
All 4 wheels are just going to go like underneath like it does in the movie. So, and I see why they got that block in there so this does not move.
There we are. Okay, now this, finally, is going to go into right there.
Okay, I think I'm done. That, and I will move this. Like that. I think I need that.
Now we're going for the actual branches, so takes these, and we're doing this
Yay.
times 3.
Bag 2 now.
How many bags total do you have?
It depends on which version you want to do.
Oh, the reason why I asked is like I have 8 bags. Yours has like
12.
wait, yours is 12 or 10?
10, 11, or 11, depends.
So there's 11 bags.
There's 11 bags, so depending, and it gives you
I
whatever.
don't know, but it's possible that the later bags might not have as much in there for you to do though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's 8. 3,
You take this,
11.
put the leaves on, which are yellow. So it must be fall, maybe?
Well, I'll break it up. Here's my little Playmobil one.
Okay, I guess you can pay more attention to him for right now. It doesn't really matter. I guess it doesn't ultimately matter who you pay attention to, but yeah, it does have flashing lights.
Yeah, and this one has the flux capacitor light up on it as well. Same way with the Lego one, but I don't think the Lego one has the blue coming out on the side for it.
There might be a third-party LED light-up kit that you can get for it.
Yeah, but anyways, I thought it was cool when I did it. And since it comes with an extra one of those, it's going to turn this one into Mr. Fusion at some point. All right. Back to find the bag 2. Ah, there's bag 2 don't have much.
See?
Normally, if I can't get them open that easily, I'll get the old handy-dandy pocket knife.
And you put them into the center piece, it looks like. On this. Now it looks like we got
This is the best thing. Just
halfway
like that.
decent tree up now. There we are. Now this base is definitely starting to look like a really decent base. Oh, and by the way, speaking of basses, my brother plays a bass, or is trying to teach himself how to play the bass. He's, I guess, considering he's just started out, it's not too bad.
Okay.
But he's showing more enthusiasm than he has for any other. Well, technically plays the trumpet, but he hasn't played the trumpet at all in years. But I think he's
Well, it's because of where he lives. He lives in a
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be a nuisance to anybody
Oh, yeah.
else.
I mean, it's just kind of sad in that case, as he really seemed to enjoy it way back when.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think I'm building the. I'm building the stoplight right now. So slide on a couple of vine or leaves, because I guess it's covered in vines. There we are. And then slide on brown clip. And then for this is probably going to be where the light is going to be, or not quite yet. Another brown pole piece, and another flower leaf thing.
Did it again.
And then, yes, this right here. Oh, with a flower on it, or not flower, leaf on it. Here we go.
I had the right. White. Okay. White gets the gray.
Okay, now for the light itself, which is probably going to actually have blinking lights that you can put on it. When I do the lighting kit put on there, take this. So a fully assembly in some ways feels like it's kind of pointless, but not really, because the instructions for the light kit assume that you have the whole thing already built. Alright, got that. And it's just 3, because obviously it's dark, it hasn't been lit in ages. But then again, I do believe the lenses are colored, it's not the lights are colored. Well, maybe in some of them it's the light that's colored, not the casing for it. Okay, and that just clips on right there, and there we have a light. Okay, so it's supposed to be bent down, I suppose, kind of like that. And this goes on that brown peg, and then now we can tell it's an urban area that is, you know, in ruins. Even though this says Forbidden West on it, I feel like the area might actually be a scene potentially from, I mean, I guess it could be somewhere in the Forbidden West as well, but it reminds me a little bit more of the first game a little bit more. Then we take the vine, put it on here, and then just, I guess, wrap it around it a little bit. So, wrap around, and then go on to this right here. And there we have a vine covered traffic light.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now we got, okay, now it wants us to use 2 more of the leaves, which, wait, where's it want it want me to put them? Ah, okay. This time it doesn't show it outlined in red, but it's right there, and
okay.
right here.
That. This one's
And 3 more of these, and then 6 red flowers. So these are just going to be, oh, so it's 2. So they want them to be, I guess, taller flowers, maybe tulips, possibly. Not sure. Then just install the flowers and plug in the base leaf like that. And then, well, I guess that's it. Now it's on to, so there's a spare red flower, spare blue flower, spare light, and a couple spare bushes. But besides, who knows, they might break at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's all the spare pieces from that. So let's go ahead and put, there's some pieces rolling a little bit. Okay. Okay, so now we're to bag 4. Well, actually, for this one, it just shows the whole Tallneck like it does for the car. So it's not split up per se in that But yeah, now we're onto the Tallneck, the main event of this. So I guess I'll go ahead and put this off to the front. Get that out of the way. Let's see. So bag 4. Not even sure how long we've been doing this for at this point. One thing's for sure, when you're deeply engrossed in something like this, something that it's possible it's already been a couple hours and we're probably not even aware of it necessarily.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to stop at about 6. Where I am, anyways.
Yeah, that's when my mom gets off work. Let's see. Okay, so we take a 1x5 and a 1x2 and another 1x5.
8.
Now this is black, and then it wants a gray 2x1.
2. There's another one with 2.
Then take one of these and one of these. I wonder if this is a foot that we're getting started on. No, I think it's actually the central body actually, because the feet are gonna, because it looks like starting to make hips actually, rather than. And see these pieces right here? That's like the joint where it hooks up. Put that up there. This right here, and then one orange block with a connector spot. All right, and then two 2x3 yellow blocks, then one 2x1 red, two 2x3 black rectangles. Oh yeah, he's gonna have to stop at around 6 anyway because I forgot he dropped my mom off at work. So definitely someone's gonna have to pick her up. We can't exactly just make her walk.
Good, but I'd be in the doghouse.
For sure. Definitely do not want that. Oh wait, no, because she also wants to get some groceries. So yeah, either way, still doghouse. Let's see. In that case, I'll probably call, because that's not to say that I won't stop working on this at all. I'll just probably stop them if we decide to, based on viewership or maybe lack thereof. Maybe we'll not continue this today. Maybe do it some other time. But this is like, I think, one of the only days that he and I really have just to focus on the two of us. That's the problem when you visit home and you don't visit home very often. Everyone wants some dedicated time to have with you.
Well, I do get off work I'll be home around 5, so we could actually still do some of this.
Fair point. So that part is done now.
Set that off to the side. Now it's good.
All right, so one of these and two of. The problem with, like, for the ones that are just standard shapes like squares and stuff and rectangles, those are very easy to, well, figure out exactly what to call them. But when they're like this, where it's a little more rounded and not, well, I mean, they definitely have a distinct shape, but it's just like, it's not as easy to name. I mean, I'm sure there's a name for that shape. It just might not be very well known. All right. Now, for these, the place for you to slide these onto. But I will say this is a lot easier work than with the nano bricks. All right, and then
this upside down.
One
White.
4x2 white on top and on bottom, and then 4 2x2s, but with only half of it with the raised bumps or peg. The bump? I don't know. Definitely need to get some chapstick.
And
Okay, so got that part done now. For the front, it looks like this area. So we need
white
two,
pen.
and there goes his phone. Probably mom calling.
No, that's not mom's ringtone.
Oh yeah, it's another ringtone. Is that your standard ringtone?
Yep.
Hopefully we don't get copyright because of a ringtone. If we got copyrighted for a ringtone now, that would be frustrating. But then again, also to be fair, I think there is a thing like if it's not longer than a certain secondage or like if it's like under like a minute or something or less than like a very short period of time, it's not
enough for a ringtone to be not counted.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, not even just a ringtone, but just if it's copyrighted music being used in a video, I think there is a time limit. Now, obviously, if the song itself is like really short, it might matter, but I don't really. Honestly, if it's a ringtone, I really don't care, and I doubt they're going to care. If they care, then they're just nitpicking. All right.
Okay.
Orange 2x3 right there. Then flip it around like this. And then take.
Okay, we are
One of these.
one.
And
So
then
two of
one of
those.
these. And then 1x5 here.
No, mom's ringtone's her favorite show. One of her favorites.
Oh, which one is that?
Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise.
Oh wait, is that one? I thought maybe it would be like Midsummer Murders or some another.
She liked that, and she liked the theme song to it really well too. So.
Which is funny considering a lot of the fans hated it for whatever reason. I know it's non-traditional when it comes to Star Trek, but still, it was a pioneering type show. I mean, it was a show pioneering in the sense of it was something that hadn't been done before in Star Trek because usually they go further and further into the future rather than back. And it was also pioneering in the fact that they decided to do things a little bit differently. Some people liked it, some people not so much.
I thought it was okay. I got it.
I'd say it's better than Voyager, I think. I'd say my favorite though, Star Trek show is probably Star Trek Deep Space Nine. That one was amazing. Let's see. And even if they did get most of the cast back together or all the living cast back together, it wouldn't be the same without Odo. Which is why in the comic books they did somewhat of a reunion type thing, but it just wouldn't really work in real life. Unless they got someone else to play Odo, but that just wouldn't feel quite right. They'd have to develop a reason as to why he looks and or sounds different. But even if he did look somewhat CGI, considering that he never really looked fully human, it might not be too big of a deal. But as far as the voice, who would do the voice?
Well, or they could do it the way they did in Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Where he doesn't talk, or he doesn't make an appearance. The thing is, I feel like, now one thing I didn't know, I actually read an article or just a little thing I think that you didn't know about Toy Story. One of them was that the voice actor for Mr. Potato Head, he died before, I think it was it Toy Story 4 or was it Toy Story 3? I can't remember the exact details, but pretty much what they did is they asked the family if it was okay, but what they did is they took a bunch of audio clips from all the other movies and cut it in such a way that they had his voice in there without getting someone else to do the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. One of when he was growing up, he was into Transformers, G.I. Joe, and stuff like that. But he was more into G.I. Joe than he was Transformers.
Mm. Yeah.
And for me, like I think he tried getting both my brother and I involved with both G.I. Joe and we did stuff with G.I. Joe, but my brother, he's more into video games. I'm really into Transformers. I mean, as you can tell, if you watch my channel at all, you know that's what I'm really into.
I really like Robotech.
Oh yeah, I mean, the SDF1 got my number one for my top 10 Transformers. It's not even a Transformer, and it got my number one pick. Yeah, which I even said might even be somewhat cheating because it's not an actual Transformer. It transforms, but it's not a Transformer in the sense of the Transformers universe and all that. Here and let's see where's another one.
It says 8. I need 2 more. One more.
The thing is, so with this video, like there's parts where we talk about some kind of interesting things, but then we can spend minutes and minutes, or who knows how long, not really talking about much of anything. So if you're rewatching this and trying to find out where the interesting parts are, well, it's probably going to definitely be a hit or miss type situation.
Fast forward a little.
Let's see. So there are times when I think that I could work for Lego and actually do a fairly good job, but then there's other times where I'm like, I don't know if I could even do anything like. But again, I don't know if it's necessarily limited by my imagination or if it's also limited based off of the Legos I have available to me, because there have been some times where I've been wanting to do something or make something but couldn't because I didn't have the parts. Let's see. That's one reason why Lego kits don't usually tend to last very long as they were intended, because I usually dismantle them to use them for other personal projects. And even my own personal projects don't necessarily last forever either, because then I might be like, I really need this for another project. One of the projects I worked on a lot was trying to make a perfect Lego SDF1 because I was never able to get a hold of a real official one.
You got one.
Oh yeah, I bought myself one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought I missed something here. Okay, so I got that. Yes.
Okay, so that's not.
Oh, I did mess up. I actually missed a little piece. All right, this is gonna take a little bit of doing to get that separated.
Those 2. Right. Step 34.
Yeah, I forgot to put a 1x2, but it's probably when we were talking a bit more, and then I was talking a bit more, and then just missed something. 2R, and then the other side. There we are. Okay. Now that I figured out what I messed up, let's get that put back together and continue. Okay, now where was I? Ah, yes. Red to those 2 hook things, and then there we are. Okay. 2 of these squares right here. Place on either side, and then 2 of these right here. And then go up here. Assuming I'm done with this bag before he says, all right, we need to leave, I'm going to stop at this bag because I don't want to get a bunch of Legos out and just have them sitting up here.
I think I'm going to stop at this bag as well.
Let's see, 1, and then
don't need to be in the doghouse. Happy wife, happy life.
And, I mean, worst case, we could just say, hey, if you want to, you could walk to Albertsons. It's not very far from Walmart. It's like just right over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that, or am I thinking of a different store? No, yeah, it is Albertsons. It's right there. And then we can meet her there. But then I really don't want to do that because I don't know if she'd be happy doing that either. Okay, well, anyway, so yeah, just work on putting Legos on so that that we don't have to worry about even considering that as a potential option. All right. And let's see, looks like you jumped over to this side rather than finishing up right here. But it's one of those things where if you skip the step, it looks like it hopefully doesn't negatively impact it as much as it might. Oh yeah, there it is. So gray with white on top. And then on one of these, interesting pieces. And then for these things that are designed, I wonder how many of them have custom made pieces that the designer was like, hey, I think I need something that will look like this so that it'll work for what I'm doing. All right, and then these plug in on the side holes like that. All right, then got those on. Okay, there we go. Now I've got these and gray, little gray 1x1. Where is one? And sometimes even when, like he said earlier, even when you just have the bag that you need, sometimes you still can't find what you're looking for. It's amazing though, considering how many pieces, sometimes thousands, depending on the size, go into these things. It's amazing that they don't end up with cases of, well, as far as I can tell, at least I haven't personally really experienced it, they actually were missing one.
Thought I did one time when I was building the.
And then you end up finding it, right?
Yeah, I did find it.
Same with me. Like I one time actually put in a said, hey, and I can't remember if they ended up sending it. They might have, and I can't remember if I ever got it or not. It is so long ago, but I remember requesting, like I could not find it. Then after I requested it, I found it. That definitely.
Sure they get that a lot.
Probably.
I was building the shuttle Tiberium for Return of the Jedi. I was missing a piece. I finally found it. It was a pretty big piece.
Well, if it was pretty big, how'd you, or why weren't you able to find it, do you think?
It's in the middle of a bunch of stuff.
Fair enough.
And just had to get up and walk away. Went around and then came back and there it was.
That can happen.
Okay, so
Who knows? Maybe that'll happen with the speaker cable because, I mean, it turns out like I needed to charge my phone anyway, so it's not like I would have been able to have my speaker plugged in anyway right now. But I had to be like, oh, like okay, forget it. I'll look for it later. That's one problem. Also, when you're trying to set up somewhere else and then you're not sure where you're going to end up doing it because then it's just, well, you end up maybe misplacing it and then you can't find it, or maybe someone else messes with it, but then they don't remember messing with it, and then who knows where things end up, and then maybe you'll eventually find it. So hopefully I do find that cable. I do have the speaker, I just can't find the little tripod or the cable for it. So that's a bit frustrating. All right. So let's see. All right, got that. So I think this is how it goes. Like this. No. There we go. I think this is the orientation that's going to be ultimately. I think this is supposed to be like the underbelly, and this is going to be where the legs connect, and I think that's the back of the neck. All right. Now I take. Let's set that right there. Okay. Now I take 2 1x4 white pieces, and one of these. Let me take one of these. Then we flip it like this, and we take two 1x5s. Then 4 of these. I don't know if you can see very well when I'm holding stuff up, because I know it shows pretty much the whole table, but I don't know how well you can see all the little pieces. Let's see.
All right. Facing me.
And then there's gonna be like this toy store that we're gonna go to at some point. I think this Friday or something, maybe somewhere around there, and we're going to take in a bunch of my old figures from my old collection, as well as maybe potentially a couple from what I brought back with me. But so I can thin out and combine them, which I have to do every so often because I just don't have a whole lot of storage, and I don't want to overwhelm what they have here for. Well, I don't want to use up too much of their space just for my stuff when I don't even live here. Let's see. Okay, so sticker number 5. This is the first sticker. I wish I had my tweezers from back home or back at the barracks.
Got some tweezers.
Oh, okay, I mean, I should use those for the rest of the stickers after this. Ever so slightly crooked. I mean, it's not enough to really, really matter, but it just bugs me ever so slight. It bugs me just a little bit. It's just not quite on there perfectly, but whatever. I'll get over it eventually.
You'll get over time in therapy.
Hopefully. All right, so it's still like this. Well, for the orientation, for putting this on there, and okay, wait.
If I need to, I'll just smack you across the face a little bit. Like you are, right?
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't have anything to connect it, so I have a feeling you just hold it together, and then you place, block on top, or maybe. Did I really? Okay, this is weird. Yeah, because it says it's supposed to be like right here, but maybe it's just, it says that you're supposed to be holding it this whole time like that. That's my only guess at this point, but yeah. Okay, so take this, which looks like it's a spoiler of a little Lego car, which is really cool how all these are repurposed things. Or not all of them, but there's a lot of pieces that you can tell, like, oh, would be used for this in another situation. All right. And then I guess I'll go ahead and put on the other sticker. Considering how awesome the Tallneck is, and considering that I also wanted you to have the light kit for it, I'm probably not going to ever really take it apart completely unless I have something else I really want to use the lights with or something, but it's probably going to stay as a Tallneck for a long time. All right, and then those 2 clips from earlier, they clip that on, so that's got that. Okay, now we need 2 of these. There we are. And then 2 of these. Okay, so I mean, I know there's been a couple parts where my attention is lapsed, but I don't think I lapsed so badly that I missed something that's supposed to hold these 2 pieces together. I think this right here, this piece I just put a sticker on, is what helps hold it together, at least initially, and that better not be the only thing holding it on there, because if it is, it might come off pretty easily. All right, so got these. Now it's on there. So there's probably something that goes under there, hopefully. Okay. Okay. So 1x4 gray, then one of these, and this one. One of these. and a 1x4 flat, 1x2 flat, and a 2x1 gray, which just have which goes right there. Oh boy, this one's a little damaged. It looks like I got a little damage, but I'll put it like that so it's on the outside edge, if that even really matters. If it's not 50, okay, so 2 1x3s here, another one of these, and a 1x3 with a 1x2 gray underneath, and then let's see, take 2 of these. This is going to be pretty much, I guess, the equivalent of not rims, the wheelhouse of a car, but instead it's a giant robot giraffe, kinda, sorta. All right, and then this will go on. Let's see, right here. Okay, yeah, that's also help hold this piece into place. There we are. Okay, and this part popped off.
It's gonna go like that. It's gonna go.
Okay, how was this on before? Maybe I'm gonna have to backtrack a couple of pages. Oh, this is underneath. Whoops. What was it? Where were you? Because I see. Okay, so here we go. Oh. No? What? What's going on here? How did this come off? This was on earlier. I feel really stupid because I can't figure out where this is supposed to be. So I know I put it on here. Oh, wait. Okay, that came. There we are. Okay, now I got it back on right. I better have.
You hope.
I hope, yeah.
Many times I thought I had it on right and had to go back track.
There we go.
More times
Oh.
than I can count.
Okay. This is a little finicky. I guess this little part is finicky just getting this on here. Okay, now let's go ahead and put this piece back on. Okay, there we go. That was frustrating, but now we got that side done, and now do the other one and hope I find my spot again. Okay. 1x4 gray. These. Except this time it's pretty much mirrored. Oh wait, no, okay. Yeah, I got ahead of myself a little. Okay, 1x4 flat, 1x2 flat, and 2x4 gray. 1x3 flat, 1x3 black with one of those, 2x1, and put the rims on, whatever. It feels like it will outlining where things are supposed to go.
I guess I'm about almost ready to stop.
Oh, I got so caught up I forgot to put these rounded pieces on. I think I also messed up with this. It's right here. There we are. Okay, so I did mess up. So that's how it's supposed to look.
Oh, that's as far as I've gotten.
Still doesn't really look like a car yet. Although maybe a little.
This could be part of the back of the wheel well here and the wheel well there, possibly.
Okay, got a little bit more. Okay, so I take 2 of these and 2 of the black ones.
Yep, bag 3 next.
Well, it looks like he's about done. I'm about to catch up at my bag. Well, where I'm going to be going to another bag.
Not too many extra pieces.
All right. And here we are, bag 5. So that's about it. I set aside the spares. Probably get a little bag to put those in. And that's about it for, at least for this session. We might resume later today. We might not. If we don't, well, it was pretty fun, maybe a little awkward. But yeah, so that's about it for this. We got the base done, the minifigs done, and it looks like the main torso bit of the Tallneck. So if you like this and you'd like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. Until next time, have a good one, everyone.